And welcome everyone to our first edition for the 2026 season of Beyond the Bleachers. I'm Pam Cook, and our very first YouTube game is being broadcast from Northwest High School, the Indians taking on the Alliance Aviators tonight. But basically, we wanted to take a quick peek into what's happening in the cross country mode at Northwest. And I've been told good things about Joshua Conrad, who is the head cross country coach. Welcome in, sir. How are you?
Hello, happy to be here.
So tell me, first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Josh Conrad. I'm a high school science teacher here at Northwest. I've been here, this is my fourth year in the school district, which it's flown by. My first year teaching, I took over the head coaching role for cross country, and I'm an assistant track coach also. And yeah, my time here has been awesome. Through college, I was substitute teaching. I substitute taught here a few times, fell in love with the district, found out that there was going to be a science teaching opening, found out there was going to be a cross country coaching opening, and it kind of worked out perfectly because I went to Walsh University for college and I ran there, and I was going there to be a science teacher. So it was kind of a match made in heaven.
Wow, it seems like it all fell in place for you, right?
Yeah, I feel very lucky.
So let's talk about the program. Like I said in the beginning, I have heard good things about the cross country program, but tell me a little bit about it. Why do you think it's working so well right now?
Yeah. When we started 4 years ago, when I started as the head coach, high school, middle school, boys and girls, we had about 20 kids on the team, and this year our finalized roster has 59. So we've grown a lot.
Yeah.
And we found success in that. I feel like the culture has been on the up and up every year. But to show that with our performance last year, we had some pretty extreme success, probably in the program's 50 years. Last year was probably the most successful season we've had. Our girls team and our boys team both qualified to the regional championships, which is the first time that they ever did it in the same year. And then our boys team ended up running their best race that I could ever dream of at the regional meet, and they qualified to the state championship last year.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you think about Northwest, you probably don't look at them as a large school, and we got unlucky with our divisional placement last year, and we were put in the Division II placement for the postseason, and that's with teams like, at the regional meet, we beat teams like Avon and Hoover and Massillon Perry.
Wow.
If you look at a school like Perry, which it's nothing against them, but they have over 500 kids in a class, and we graduated 160 last year.
Yeah.
So our boys team ran amazing at the regional meet. We got sixth place, beating teams like I spoke about in a race with 44 teams, and we ended up qualifying to the state championship. So that was pretty awesome.
Well, I bet last year is a great motivation for all of the runners this year, right?
Yeah. We have a lot of returners, a lot of young kids, young girls and young boys that are joining the team, and they're primed to run pretty good, and they're excited. We saw some success last year, and I think that's going to kind of push us forward for sure.
So talk about being a role model, because a lot of times when you have coaches, that's what you become to these kids. Besides being a science teacher, I'm sure that's right up there too, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I think the kids that I coach, that I have in class, they're more interested in running than they are science a lot of the time. But yeah, I mean, coaching these kids is one of the best things that I've ever done in my life. If anybody knows anything about a cross country runner, most of the time they're pretty good kids. They're hard workers. They listen to the people that are in charge, and the kids that I coach, all 60 of them that I have this year, they make it pretty easy on me. I really, really enjoy it. So it's awesome.
And as I was told that the facilities have been upgraded or are being upgraded, is that right?
Yeah, if you come to the high school, for those who are coming on Friday, there's some major construction going on. We have a big athletic wing that's being introduced to the high school. That's going to have a weight room, a wrestling room, some locker rooms. That's going to be fantastic. Our annex and our track is getting resurfaced in the next year. And our football field has brand new turf on it. Our end zones are beautiful white right now, which is kind of different because they used to be red, and it looks awesome.
So I know you have 60 kids, but when you look at this season coming up, anyone you want to talk about
Yeah, I
individually?
definitely have a few that I could highlight. One of our returning boys, his name's Luka Novakovic. He was 10th in the state last year, and as a junior, he was third at the region. He ran an amazing race, and then he followed it up with his best race of his life, probably at the state championship, getting 10th place. He broke our school record last year, running 15:41 earlier in the season. And this is a 5,000-meter race on grass, so that's pretty fast. And then in track season, he ended up qualifying to the state meet in the mile and in the 2 mile. And then on the girls' side, we have some returners from last year, but I would like to highlight some incoming freshmen. Our middle school girls 4x8 last year ended up breaking our middle school record. But I'll tell you this statistic, and when I tell it to people, they don't really grasp it at first, or they get confused, or they think that what I said doesn't make sense or isn't right. But our middle school girls 4x8 ran faster than our high school girls school record last year
Wow.
by over 20 seconds.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
yeah,
That's a lot.
so our middle school girls 4x8, which is a distance relay and track, they ran 20 seconds faster than our high school record. So we have 3 of those girls that were on that team, including multiple other middle school girls that are going to contribute to the high school team that'll be freshmen this year. So our girls team, even though they were very successful last year, they're looking really good this year.
Yeah, the future is bright for sure.
Yeah. So both our boys and girls team are primed to have a pretty good season this year. So I'm excited for that.
All right. So for kids who hate science, what do you tell
Uh,
them?
well, the kids that hate science, I tell them that they're going to have to take at least 3 years of it in high school, so they better get a good grade. They got to get through it somehow.
And honestly, I think people go in with there's a myth about science. You get in there and it actually is pretty fun.
Yeah, you try to make it hands-on. I teach environmental science, so we try to go outside as much as possible. I teach physical science, so we try to do a lab a week or something like that, get the kids doing as much hands-on stuff as possible.
And then I guess your athletes also got to balance that school and, being an athlete and also being a student, right?
Yeah. In my first 3 years of coaching, I've had 2 valedictorians and I've had many summa cum laudes. So the cross-country kids are, I think, everywhere, but especially here at Northwest, they're academically as strong as they are aerobically.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, sir. I can't wait to see how the season turns out for you.
I appreciate that a lot. It was really nice talking with you.
Yeah, you as well. Good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.